Hello, everybody. How we doing? My name is Jennifer Holzhauser, and every week we do a Join Jen. Welcome to Join Jen. This week, myself, along with the amazing Ashley Evans, we are going to do a mock-in marketing party or whatever. A mock booking and marketing yourself. So how to market yourself. So I'm going to go through, I have basic slides. We're going to go through how to do a mock booking. If you want to follow along with me, you can. If you want to take notes, you can do that as well. I actually already did mine because I wanted to get it done, prior to this. But it all works out in the end. So let me share my screen and we're going to go over the mock booking side of everything first. So boom, boom. All right, everybody can see it, right? Yes. Okay, let me open the chat box back up. All right, and I think I'm going to mute everybody, and then if you have a question, just type it in the chat or unmute yourself or however you want to do it, because this is being recorded. So, okay, so how to create a travel ad mock booking. A mock booking travel ad is just that. It is a travel ad, right? We create mock bookings, travel ads to have clients find us. Okay. So where to start? Register with the vendors. You cannot make a quote through a vendor. You cannot book through a vendor if you are not registered through them. All right. So if somebody asks you for a Disney cruise, you need to be registered for Disney for travel agents. Okay. To do that mock booking or whatever, do that booking for that cruise. If somebody asks you for a all-inclusive, you need to be registered with Apple Vacation Group, which is VAX. You need to be registered with Vacation Express. There are two different ones. You need to be registered with Pleasant Holidays, Classic Vacations, Expedia TAP. Those are all very good vendors to use to make your packages, okay, for like all-inclusives or international packaging or whatever. If somebody wants a hotel only or a hotel and a rental car, hotel and transfer, whatever, register. Expedia TAP does that. RoomRes is amazing for that. Beds Online does that. And we actually have our Evo Plus wholesale website that we can do that as well. Not with rental cars, but with hotel only for Evo Plus. Cruises, obviously you have to register for the cruises. Disney, Norwegian, I'm trying to think of all the cruises, Carnival, Royal Caribbean, Princess. So one source, Princess and Holland are through one source. Check your emails every day. Okay. There are promotions every day. I actually just found one through Southwest Vacations, $500 discount. Okay. There are promotions every day. So follow your emails, check your emails. First thing I do in the morning, I go through my emails. All right. Do not overcomplicate your travel ad. Do not overthink it. All right. Don't overthink it. Don't overcomplicate it. Less is more. This is your basic travel ad, just kind of when you're first starting out, getting clients to find you. They need to know what your product is, right? If you want to focus on Disney, less is more. Post those Disney ads. If you want to focus on all-inclusives, focus on all-inclusives. You're not going to post to Disney if your niche is all-inclusive, all right? Use those bold, attractive words, okay? Save all your details on your phone, on your notes, on your laptop, whatever. Because if a client texts you and they're like, hey, we're interested in this, you need to know what they're talking about, right? We're interested in that ad you posted. Which one? Okay. Like I get clients all the time that, they're like, hey, I'm really interested in that trip. And I'm like, which one, and you have to, eye-catching, attract. All right. The reason I say this, I thought I removed my background. I guess I didn't. Let me remove my background. There we go. The reason I say this is because you go on Facebook. Can everybody see my screen? So you go on Facebook and you're looking and you're looking and you're looking and you're looking. One finger length, right? A scroll is one finger length. And then you're like, oh, what's that? That is Reels. So you're scrolling and you're scrolling and you're like, oh, who's that? What's that? Oh, okay. All right, perfect. That looks fun, right? You have to attract. So pictures attract. You want pictures. You want something eye-catching, attracting. What to include, all right? You're going to stand out, okay? So you want to include those words like limited time only or special or free quote, because everybody loves the word free quote. Include your months. Don't just put a hotel up there and say, come travel for, this $1,500. You need to put which month. Put like September special, New Year special, holiday special, something, Labor Day special or whatever. Include everything that's included in it. Okay. So you're going to include your airfare. You're going to include that you're going to say it includes airfare, travel protection, transfers, credits, resort credits, if there are any. All right. Always market the lowest price point. Okay. Because if you are, let's like Turks and Caicos, for example, I think I always use this example. Turks and Caicos, you send a family there, Turks and Caicos, it's going to be $15,000, right? The deposit could be $350 per person. What is going to attract your clients? Deposit starting at $350 or $15,000. What's going to attract your clients, right? So always use that lowest price point. Include your name and number, because how are they going to get a hold of you? If they don't know who is this? What's their number? How do I contact you about them? So always include your name and number. Sharing and marketing yourself. Okay. Every day, you guys, especially you new agents, should be adding yourself to 5 to 10 groups every day. All right. If you live by a airport, go about 60 miles out of that radius. Did I say that right? 60 miles away from that airport, 100 miles away from that airport. Okay. Like I live in Missouri, so I'm in central Missouri. So I have St. Louis and Kansas City. So I'm going to market myself to all surrounding St. Louis, all surrounding Kansas City. And I don't discriminate either. So I market myself. I have people in Boston. Like I'm in Boston areas. I'm in California. I'm in Texas. I'm in groups that are in Illinois and Iowa and all over, Colorado, everywhere, Arizona, all over. Okay. Don't limit yourself, right? Get yourself out there. You're going to share this mock booking 3 times a day into 5 different groups every day. All right. So in the morning, you're going to share it. So tonight we're going to share it 5 times, or we're going to share it to 5 different groups tonight. Tomorrow morning, I want you to share it to 5 different groups tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow afternoon, I want you to share it to 5 different groups tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow night, share it to 5 different groups tomorrow night. All right. So 15 times your mock booking should be shared every day. That's why you need to be in these groups, because you're not going to share it to the same group 15 times, right? So 15 times a day times 7 days. Oh my God, what is that? 150, 105, 15 times 7. Yeah, 105. That's 105 different groups a week. 105 groups a week that you're sharing it to. If those groups have 1,000 people in them, if they have 50,000 people in them, look what you're marketing to, right? So share your groups. That's why we say this. Make it your own. Okay. I'm going to show you the example of my mock booking, but I want you to make it your own, right? You're going to have the basic details. They might be the same. That's fine. But do not copy and paste. Do not copy and paste a post. Do not share another agent's post. All right. Like Rachel, if you shared my post, what's going to happen? They're going to call me. They're not going to call you. They're going to call me. Okay. And if we all copy and paste the same mock booking, what's it going to look like? I just saw that on this group. Why isn't it on this group? Well, this is a spam. You see what I'm saying? So you have to make it your own. All right. Turn those posts into a reel, turn into a video. I just posted one on TikTok. Did one, was it yesterday? Yesterday or the day before, I did my Canada one and I made it into a reel and I posted on TikTok and Clapper and it has like 1,000 views already. Post it on LinkedIn and Instagram. Don't just settle for one um, platform, right? Utilize all those free platforms. Okay. Every day I post mine on LinkedIn. I post them on Instagram. I post the reels on Facebook and Instagram. I post reels on TikTok and Clapper. I posted Clapper. If you don't know what it is, it's another form of TikTok. If you want me to invite you to it, I can. Yay. So that's all I have for that right now. So I think what we're going to do first is make the mock booking. So I'm going to exit out that. We're going to make the mock booking real fast. So if you guys want to follow along with me, or if you want to do it, if you want to take notes, if you want to follow along, however you want to do it, it's completely up to you. So I already did it. I'm going to go back here to start. Hold up. Oops. Am I sharing my screen?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, you are.
And you can see my VAX. Okay.
Yes.
All right. When you're in VAX, this is Apple Leisure Group, which is VAX. You have all these different platforms you can utilize. Okay. Obviously, we're going to do an all-inclusive one, so we're not going to do Universal, Busch Gardens, any of that, SeaWorld. You can use Apple Vacations, FunJet Vacations, Travel Impressions, Southwest. Blue Sky is mainly for like Hawaii or your Polynesian trips. United Vacations, that's United Airlines, Southwest Airlines. Those only. I have booked through each of these, all of these. Some of them, like I did a Hawaii one, and I found it cheaper, a lot cheaper with higher commissions in Travel Impressions. So before you book, all right, with your mock booking, it's okay. I always just use FunJet because I love FunJet and I'm used to it. Before you book, this is when you do your research, all right? Because you might have did the mock booking in FunJet, it might have been $4,000. And then you could go to Southwest Vacations and it might be $3,500 with higher commissions. Okay. You always want to research. That's because that's what we do. That's our job title, right? Researchers. So I'm going to go to FunJet. And then here with the package type, I'm just going to do flight and hotels. Don't let all this overwhelm you. Okay. I always use flight and hotel. Okay. Unless I'm booking a flight in a car or, a flight only, whatever, I always just do flight and hotel. Okay. My airport, I did out of St. Louis and we're going to Punta Cana. So that's PUJ is Punta Cana. If you don't know the airport codes, it's fine. Because all you can do, you can type in like PUN for Punta Cana, or if you want to go Cancun, type in Cancun. We did that. I'm trying to think of the dates I did now. I did September 9th through the 15th. All right, September 9th through the 15th. And right here, I always add travel protection, especially if it's an international flight. Now, here's the rule about travel protection. In case some of you guys don't know, it's a quick teaching moment here. Travel protection, yes, if you need to cancel your trip last minute, it covers it, right? But if you have clients in Mexico or Punta Cana or Bahamas or Aruba or Jamaica or any international destination, 99% of the time, their insurance is not going to cover, their health insurance is not going to cover any accidents that happen. Okay. I had a couple, they were a little bit older couple. They went to Punta Cana last year. She got a parasite. Okay. She got sick. She got a parasite. She had to go to the emergency room. It was going to be $12,000 for that doctor to see her. Her other people they were with, they called me and they're like, what do we have, does that travel protection cover anything? I said, yep, here it is. And I emailed it to them. Their $12,000 got down to $1,200 because they had that travel protection. All right. So it's very important to always have your clients have that travel protection. It doesn't just cover the trip. Okay. So we're going to add it on here. Search. Boom, boom, boom. Come on, computer. All right, perfect. Okay, so now you get all these flights and you're like, oh no, what do I do? What do I do? Well, first, we're not even going to worry about the flights. All right, not even going to worry about them. We're going to go directly to the hotel that we want. Okay. Now you're looking at all this and you're like, what do I do? I only do, this is the first and only thing I do right now. I go to 5-star, I go to 4-star, I go to all-inclusive, I go to beach. It narrowed all of that down. 51 hotels. What do we have first? Let's unlock all these. 79 hotels where I started, right? So now I did 5 and 4, and then I did all-inclusive, and I did beach. Okay. So now that 79 went down to 51, right? And then it's like, wait a minute, there are 2 adults going. They want adults only. So now, boom, that narrowed it down to 14. Okay. So select your filters. All right. This is actually a really good price. Secrets Cap Cana is an amazing all-inclusive adults only resort. And this is a really good price for it, actually. That's a really good price too for that. But I did Secrets Cap Cana, so we're just gonna do that. If you don't know about your resorts, like if you don't know anything about it, which that's fine if you don't, because I didn't when I first came in here, I didn't have a clue. If you don't know anything about it, go to TripAdvisor. Yeah, TripAdvisor is your best friend. Okay. Go to TripAdvisor, type in the name of the resort, read the reviews. Obviously, you're gonna have a couple Karens, whatever, a couple Jakes that are going to be negative Nancy's all the time, right? But if you see the same bad review over and over, I think my rule of thumb is like 3 or 4 around that area. If I see that same bad review 3 or 4 times or more, I'm not going to send my clients there. Okay. If you have like amazing, great, awesome, we'll come back again. This hotel sucks. Amazing, great, awesome. That's probably a Karen. Okay. But definitely just read those reviews, and check them. Go to TripAdvisor. It's the best thing ever. So keep Secrets Cap Cana. It's a kind of a higher end resort. It's adults only. It's absolutely amazing. If you have a honeymooner, if you have an anniversary couple, if you have a, whatever. I wouldn't send probably a bachelor party, bachelorette party there because it is more like a romantic one. And right here, it even has TripAdvisor reviews. Great anniversary trip, birthday. Like they have all these great reviews. So you can check the reviews out here too. Sometimes it doesn't have it, but right here, this one does. So I actually just did, because we're going to do the lowest price point on this one. So I just did the Junior Suite partial ocean view. No, I didn't. I did the ocean view. Because I want my clients, how we say stand out, ocean view, right? So we're going to put ocean view on our ad. That's going to stand out. So I did ocean view king bed. So we're going to select that. Today. Oh, come on. Ah, okay. And now we get to the flights, to the fun part. Yay. Do not let these flights overwhelm you. Okay. Because first and foremost, this is just a travel ad. All right. 90% of your bookings are not going to be this exact booking. Okay. This is just an ad. All right. Somebody's going to inquire about it and say, oh, we've been dying to go to Punta Cana. Or, hey, we saw your Punta Cana ad, but we really want to go to Jamaica. Can you do that? Yes, I can. Thanks for calling. So this is just an ad. All right. This is not the price point because I'm coming from St. Louis. If I advertise this in Kentucky, they're not going to fly out of St. Louis. If I advertise this in New York, they're not going to fly out of St. Louis, right? So I'm just going to do this very first one because it's the lowest. I am not going to do basic economy. I'm going to do main cabin. All right. Basic economy. I never book those because they're non-refundable. You can't choose your seat. You're the first one to get kicked off. If the plane's full, it's just a bad thing to do. This I never quote 2 stops unless I absolutely have to. So I'm only going to simmer that down to 1 stop. Okay. Now, again, we got these basic economies. We're not doing basic economies, but this is the next lowest price point for main cabin. Okay. So I'm just going to select this one. I didn't even look at the times, did I? Because it doesn't matter, because 90% of the time they're not going to book it. Okay. So we have flights 9/9 to 9/15, American Airlines flying out of St. Louis to Punta Cana. And then we have our Secrets Cap Cana Resorts. We have a junior suite ocean view king bed. Okay. Now for the pictures, you can copy and paste these if you want to. You can go to Google Photos, but do not do the business photos. That's a nice room. You know,
Do you mean TripAdvisor, not Google?
Yeah, TripAdvisor. Thank you.
I don't suggest Google because of copyright. Go to TripAdvisor under the business ones.
Yes. Yeah. Go to the TripAdvisor under the business ones. Whenever you post your pictures, all right, this is a perfect example right here. Our mock booking is an ocean view room. I'm not going to post a preferred club bungalow suite swim out picture. Does that make sense? Why would I do that? Because that's false advertising, right? Because our mock booking is an ocean view, not a swim out. It's not even a preferred club. Okay. If you want to do it, if you want to do a mock booking on a preferred club, bungalow, or ocean view or whatever, be my guest. Nothing's stopping you. Okay. But post, then you can post that picture. All right. Does that make sense, everybody? So we just did ocean view. We did not do a presidential suite, so I'm not going to post that. I don't have an ocean view picture. Okay. But you can take your pictures from here. You can take your pictures from TripAdvisor. However you want to do it, just be careful on the copyrights. Right here, it tells you get $200 in resort coupons. So we're definitely going to put that in our travel ad right there. Okay. All right, we got this. Do we pick the room? Yeah. Okay. So now we're going to put everything together. So now we have our pictures, right? Did everybody get pictures? Now we're going to, this is why I always do it on my phone, and then I kind of share it from here. This is your itinerary. So I went right here to email print itinerary. Okay. Email print itinerary. It's going to pull up your itinerary. This itinerary lets you know right here the balance due, the deposit that is due, and when the full payment is due. Okay. So this deposit is not due until June 16th. Today is June 13th. You can hold this booking for 3 days. You can hold this booking for 3 days. How do you hold a booking without a payment? You simply enter in their information, your client's information. If they call you and they're like, hey, we really want that booking, when's that deposit due? Oh, the deposit's not due till the 16th. Great. Can you hold this for us and we'll pay the deposit in 3 days? Yes, not a problem. Get their information, get their name, their address, their birthday, their passport information. Okay. Get their driver's license or their passports. And you can hold it. Now, on the 16th, when the deposit is due, you must pay the deposit. Okay. So this deposit is $720. So divided by 2 on my ad, what are we going to put? deposits starting at $360 per person. Because $360 per person looks a whole lot better than $4,400, doesn't it? Right? All right, so is there anything else I'm missing? Oh, and if you want to see your commissions on this, you're gonna go right here to booking administration. And it's $469 commission right there. And if you want to add more, you can add it right there. Boom, boom. All right, so now everybody open up your Facebook page. So I'm going to show you mine that I just did. Oh, right here. Let me get rid of that. All right, here's mine that I just did 52 minutes ago. Right here. Adults only, 5-star oceanfront all-inclusive resort. 6 nights, Punta Cana, junior suite, ocean view. Okay, 9/9 to 9/15, adults only resort. I did put $2,200 per person right there, but then I also have it right here, $360 per person deposit. If you want to put both, put both. If you only want to put $360 per person deposit, you can. Okay. Price includes, what is everything we include? 6 nights. Oh, I need to fix that. 6 nights in a junior suite ocean view room, round trip flights. Okay. Transportation, because the transportation was included. The cancel for any reason travel insurance, because we clicked on that, and the $200 in resort coupons. All right. I also add my form here to get started. If they're interested in it, go ahead and click on my form, or call or text Cap Cana to Jennifer, and I have your name. This is another reason why you don't copy and paste, because if you were to straight up copy and paste this and somebody would call me about it, I'd be like, yeah, let's book it. Right? Because if you didn't change any information, yeah. That's happened before. So, so put your name and your phone number. Don't put mine. Don't put anybody else's. Put your phone number. I always put my website right here. So if you if you want to put it, you can, more than welcome to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Always put licensed, bonded, and insured travel agent, because we are, right? We are licensed, we are bonded, we are insured. You can price. I always put this too. You don't have to if you don't want to. We can price different departure dates, airport, number of travelers, and hotel room, but do always put price subject to change and availability. Okay. Even on your quotes, always put price subject to change and availability, because until that money is received, those prices can change. All right. And then I do a couple of hashtags, and these are pictures that I made on mine. So now, how do we share this? Remember, we're going to add ourselves to 5 to 10 different groups a day, and then we're going to share to those groups a day. So pay attention to me here, because I am on my, right here in this little top corner. This is my business page. Okay. Watch what I do. I'm going to now leave my business page, and I'm going to go to my personal page. Okay. There's my personal page. There's me. Now, watch what I do. I'm going to search and type in my business page. Everybody following along? So now I am interacting as me, myself, my personal page on my business page. So it's kind of like if you came to my page and you are looking at my page, you're interacting as yourself on my page. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm interacting as myself onto my page. Okay. Why am I doing this? Anybody know? Because I am going to share into my groups that my personal page is in. Okay. Does that make sense? That's why we say, as your personal page, add yourself to those 5 to 10 groups a day, from your personal account. All right. Now we got to think of something to say here. So I'm going to share it to a group. I gotta remember which one I stopped at. I'm scrolling down because I just shared some this morning. But let me find my cheat sheet. Keep track. If you have a spreadsheet, put it on a spreadsheet so you can keep track of it. It's actually a really good idea to put on a spreadsheet because this way you'll know, because some of your groups will have rules. Some of your groups will not allow you to share. Some of your groups will not allow you to post a link. So having that spreadsheet lets you know which rules go to which group. You know what I mean? So you don't have to keep everything in your head. Some groups you can only post on Mondays. Some you can only post on Wednesdays. Okay. So that's in that note section, like, you know, this group here. So that's why we always say, like, especially in the beginning, what I wish I would have done 3 years ago was keep myself organized. Okay. Because I'm not. Hold on, I gotta find my thing. More inclusive by himself and so. All right. San Antonio, Chicago, Columbia. Ah, messed up on me. Okay, so I'm going to just start here, Chicago. So it's sharing my page, and now I need to think of something creative to say because I've noticed some people just copy and paste this, but I'm not going to because it's kind of redundant. So I'm going to just be like, adults only, Punta Cana. I need something creative. Oceanfront. Dream vacation. Thank you, Liz. I'm going to use that just for now. Dream vacation. All right. I'm going to copy and paste. Copy. And we're going to share. Post. That's one time. And you're going to do this 5 times. All right. So I stopped. And you just go to share. Go to share to group. And look at Rachel already liking it. And you guys do interact with the other agents because it builds the algorithms. All right. So make a comment like, let's go, or this is so beautiful. Or, you know, if you've been there before, I think Rebecca commented on my Canada one and that I did the other day. It helps your algorithms. Chicago. So, you know, if you see like help support each other, I'm always loving and liking and you know, everybody's post. So that's all I'm doing right here is literally taking my mock booking, hitting share. Oh, it's already removed. See, that one has a rule. Group, taking my mock booking, sharing it. Hold on, let me find where was I at? Chicago, Columbia. There. California. Paste. Post. So why do we do this? I'm going to go back to this one that I shared. I'm going to show you the difference between sharing and not sharing. So like I'm in that Raleigh or whatever for Royal Caribbean, and I have just that added on to my LinkedIn and my Facebook. I'm going to show you something here. So this one, I'm just going to click on this one real quick. I did not share it. 31 people saw it. Okay. 31 people saw that because I did not share it. This one, Oh, this is my Canada one that I did. Freaking gorgeous. And I shared it to 44 groups. And it has over 1,600 impressions on it. And that's actually kind of low for what I've done before. That's the difference. Okay. To get yourself out there, to share them. All right. Now, Ashley, she is going to walk you guys through some marketing tips and tricks and training that will do nothing but benefit you. Okay. So, Ashley Evans, are you ready?
I'm ready, Jennifer.
Yay! All right, have fun.
Okay, thanks. Okay, guys. So, one thing I do want to reiterate on something that Jen said during her slide presentations, she mentioned Disney. One thing with Disney, they are very particular about their advertising. So, if you do want to do any kind of advertising for Disney, make sure you go through their training, you're in their media stuff, because you can only share certain things with them. So I just want to put that out there, because they are, as far as any of the vendors that we work with
I
creating
obviously,
content,
I obviously
they
don't do Disney, so thank you, Ashley.
you're welcome. They are the strictest as far as how we can market them. So I just want to throw that out there, put that in there now because I didn't want to interrupt her. But okay, so I want to touch on some things because I know I don't want to go too deep into some things because I know I'm currently working with somebody for marketing because I'm trying to co-brand my business into a autism travel business. So I'm actually working with people to help me roll all of that out. So I actually got some of their outsider input by looking at my current social media. Um, I also know Monica Manini is taking courses on social media, so I'm hoping with what I'm learning, what she's learning, maybe her and I can come together and do um a training on what we're both learning because we were talking last night and some of the stuff I'm learning, she's learning and things like that. One thing that I actually do besides just mock bookings is I create an intro for myself. So when I join groups, I will put an intro in there about me, my business, all of that. So I don't just join a group and blast them with a mock booking, a travel ad of any sort. So I actually do that. I have a nice picture, which the picture is, I'm going to go off camera because my Zoom picture is my picture I use in groups. Or, hold on, ready? That's the picture I use. So I created this picture in Canva. I had a little bit longer hair, but whatever. But I have that because I'm one of those people, I don't forget a face. So I do that, or I actually have a flyer on my Facebook page that I will share into groups, and it tells people what I cover. Um, while mock bookings are great, you also want to add other content to your Facebook pages. So don't just have it mock booking, mock booking, mock booking, mock booking. You need to add other value to your Facebook page. So, and you can share anything. So even for those that are just starting out and you have the Rallyo or however, I don't even know how it's called, what it's called, but the one through Royal Caribbean, um, or Cruising Power, whatever it's called now, or Branch Up. You can share those into groups and do an intro or something like that. It doesn't just have to be mock bookings. I share intros in the groups. So right now what I'm working on too is I know, like Jennifer said, check your emails because every day we're going to get emails. The other day we had an email, all of us got it. I mean, at least as far as I know, everybody got it. It's been put in chat about how the passports are now able to do online or whatever. You can actually create a post with that to let your audience know because now you are educating them on something. Um, like I told Jen today, I really wasn't sure what I was going to talk about today. But you want to show value to people too, because since I've been working with um, some others on the outside, when they looked in on my current social media, they said when they first looked and they scrolled just down to the very first thing, which is like my featured section, that is the only thing that is on my Facebook that says I am an autism travel agent. And that's what I do. None of my posts go with it, anything like that. So this is kind of a little bit of branding, because branding is not just, and I'm sure Monica's learning about this too, and that's why I kind of want to link up with her and do something together, because branding is not just choosing your logo, finding what colors you like, um, and all of that. It comes down to everything you do. So like Jennifer says, when it comes to mock bookings, and if you're on a mock booking Monday and the presenter who is hosting it says, here's the layout that I use, you can use it, to get an idea, make it your own. Make it your own. Because what people are going to see is if you are taking the same thing as Allie, because I know last month she did it. I haven't been on any of the ones for this month yet. But so say Allie, you were on Allie's. She gave you the template that she uses on how she just pretty much layers the post with information. Make it your own, because I can tell you right now, when I scroll Facebook and I see those flowers and those black hearts, that is Allie, because that is what she brands herself. Now, if you go and take that and you take those same emojis, same hearts, you're not branding yourself. You are branding, you are using somebody else's brand to brand yourself. So I want to get into later down on a call about branding yourself, because I now have to brand myself as an autism travel professional. So I'm learning all of that. Um, just like when you market yourself on social media, you're not just marketing the product. You need to market yourself, because at the end you are the one selling the service. You don't have to sell the vacation. The vacation sells itself. You need to pretty much sell yourself. So here is a quick story. And like I told Jen this morning, my very, very first client came from a social media post with her asking if anybody knew any travel agents in the area, because it was in like my little neighborhood group, any travel agents within our area that specialize in Hawaii, because she's going to visit her daughter who lives there but wants to plan a little mother-daughter getaway to one of the other islands. 3 of my friends tagged me in this post. Now, mind you, I just started, because my first booking came in April. I started in February. And I got tagged. I thanked my friends, and I put in a little blurb like, I'd love to, chat with you, see what you're looking to do, blah blah blah. Not thinking this lady would ever, because how many here like literally put, I love doing this, I love doing numbers, put a 1 in the chat if you have ever commented on somebody's post that says, hey, I'm looking for a travel agent, I would love to work with you, because they have a post out and they are looking for somebody. Right? We've all done it. Now, put a 2 in a chat if anybody from those posts actually reached out to you to book that trip. Okay, so this is the thing. Awesome, Monica. So when you go ahead and do that, look at how many comments are there. So I know some people feel as though, like, you know, they may feel travel agents are a saturated field. I can tell you right now, there's going to be more realtors out there than there are travel agents right now. If realtors are making it, we can make it. But you have to go ahead and really sell yourself. So this woman, what she did, and I don't know if this happened with the other ones who had people, reach out to them, is when I post in there, I don't just do, "Hey, I'm a travel agent. Let's chat." I make it personal, you know? And I don't do "Oh, I'm a travel agent. I'll DM you." I make them come to me. I do not, to me, going into their DMs, because now, I mean, I've noticed an influx, at least out here in Arizona. People are now posting anonymously because they do not want to get flooded with messages in their inbox. So, my very first client, she actually went and called every single travel agent that was referred on that post. Now, granted, because it was a much smaller community, our little area, there wasn't a ton of people that were tagged in it, but there was one woman. I had three. There was one other agent in there that had a ton of people refer her. So this woman actually, she messaged me and said, "Hey, I'd like to set up a time to talk with you, see if we," and it was her doing it. And she's like, "Seeing if we do be a good fit to work with each other." She's literally the exception to the rule of people, right? She actually called, so she called every single person. I was the last one that she called. And she asked me questions. It was like I was being interviewed. And she asked if, how long I've been doing this. I told her about me. Like, I'm a single mom to an adult daughter with autism, and I love to travel. I just got into this in February as far as making it a career. And now I want to help the special needs community. I said, "I know you want to go to Hawaii. I have zero experience in Hawaii," because she was looking for somebody who specialized in Hawaii. I told her I had zero experience, but I did tell her I do have a team member that I work with who lives in Hawaii that I'm sure would be able to help, answer any questions I may have. So I was my authentic self, and she ended up choosing me over this woman that had the most people tag her in. So it's okay to tell people, like when you're working with people, and I know I've heard Jody say this, to not know all the answers. So when you market yourself, just remember, like, get out there. If you want to comment on something, use, write on a piece of paper what you want to include and bring that together to pretty much sell yourself and your service in that comment. So that way, if there's 20 some other people in there, they read yours and they see you as your authentic self. Not, "Hey, I'm a travel agent, I can help you." Well, guess what? 20 other travel agents just said that. you know, um, so I wanted to bring that up because I know I'm seeing an influx. Another thing too, because Tina's on here. Tina and I live in the same exact town. I know we hear some people say, "Well, what if we live, there's another travel agent lives right down the street from me." Well, Tina is my right down the street travel agent who is a team member of mine. There's times that we are in the same groups of Surprise, Arizona. And there may be a time that she will comment on a post, somebody looking, she just did it the other day. Somebody was looking to book a cruise for her family. Tina commented on it. And I went and commented on that post and plugged Tina. Because I'm not going to go in there and say, knowing, even like Sarah Paxton, say she's made it out to one of my groups, and I see her, put in there, "Hey, I would like to, I'm a travel agent. I specialize in cruises, and family travel. I would love to," whatever, however you want to say it. I'm not going to go in there and be like, "Oh, hey, I'm a travel agent, blah, blah, blah." I'm going to go in and I'm going to refer Sarah and say, "Hey," just like I did with Tina, "I definitely recommend Sarah Paxton. She's great. Her customer service with her clients is top notch. Like, I don't know. I mean, I know with Tina because I see it, but I am going to not step on that person's toes and kind of build them up. So, um, I just wanted to say that too. I came in here with absolutely no notes, no nothing, because that's how I do things. I just run on the fly and talk about how I feel at the time I am talking and roll with it. But I do want to do something with branding at some point. Do you guys feel as though a branding, a more detailed, because I know we do have a branding in the very beginning of our steps for success, but do you guys feel um, a more detailed branding as far as who you're looking to market, what kind of niche you are, kind of like Jennifer said, like if you want to do all inclusives, you're not going to be marketing and promoting um, vacations that are like in the Smoky Mountains and in Utah and things like that because you're not bringing that market. So would you guys, you can put a 3 in chat since I didn't want to do already. Um, do a more intense, I don't want to say intense, detailed branding. Because I had Tina, she's my trusty office gal. She actually printed up something that I'm working on, and it's a your branding blueprint. So this is actually something I'm going to be working on that I would like to learn myself so I can implement it and bring it to you guys. Um, so that way we can market more. So like I said, you don't have to just share mock bookings. Mock bookings are great because it's just like a TV commercial, right? But you can also go and share things that are going to add value to people. So when they read that in a group, they're like, oh, wow. Then they're going to come to your page, start looking at your page, and that's when they are either going to start liking your, follow you and start connecting with you. So that's one thing I learned. I'm taking my critiques that I got from the outside and I'm bringing it to you guys because she looked at mine and she's like, beside your own, that one post, I had no clue that you did anything with autism and travel. So I was like, well, poop. So, and I know my Facebook page isn't the same because I'm very good, very, very good at teaching, but not doing myself. So, and I'm sure there's others that are out there like that. So, I'm actually in the process. So, if you do have Branch Up and you do have Rallyo, whatever it's called, know that you can go into Branch Up and you can delete stuff. So, me personally, I want nothing to do with international travel unless it's on a cruise. I'll do a cruise. So you will not see anything on my Facebook page that promotes international travel. I'm going to Dublin, going to England, going here, going there. Nope, you won't see it. Um, so it's really just know that you can market yourself. Get your business cards. If you don't have business cards, get business cards. I take them everywhere. I leave them everywhere. Um, any service that I visit, I have my cards there. So my esthetician that does my eyebrows, my cards are there. My nail gal, um, my nails are at her little nail area. It's not in the whole, they did have it in the whole thing, but then they saw an influx of people trying to just leave stuff. Um, like Monica said, network with local businesses. So now when I really launch my autism side in Arizona, we have a ton of ABA therapy places, physical therapy, OT. We have schools out here that are just for autism that I could literally go to and set up a time and meet with them and say, hey, listen, would I be able to, if you do any kind of event and you bring people in, because some of them do like outside um clubs, not clubs, like nights where they bring in food trucks and stuff like that, setting up a table, anything like that. Um, but get into network networking groups. I know Jody says that all the time. I know there's ones that are not, that are a little bit more expensive. Then there's ones that are not. I know Tina and I are going to be doing something here in Surprise later on this year where I'm just going to do my little thing on the side of the autism travel, and she's going to do her side. Um, and that was, I think she said like $25 for us to do together. So, um, don't, your business cards are really good. Yes, $25. Cool. I also have flyers that I want to get printed because there are places, my daughter does a special needs kickboxing class. So I actually put my cards there and I left 4 and there's only 2 there. So 2 people have taken my cards from there. So, so that's good. And I actually want to talk to the owner there because I did see other businesses within like the special needs community have banners, and I would go and spend the money and create a banner. And if I could put it up in his business, I will. Liz joined a women's group of networking group for $40 a month. She's at every event that costs her nothing. It's education, social, and cultivating my business. Yeah. And then, like Jen said too, anything you invest into your business is a tax write off. So if you go and spend money on business cards, you create flyers, whatever the case may be, it is a tax write off. I did want to answer any questions. If anybody had any questions for me as far as maybe what they're doing, I know it's the top of the hour, unless we want to be here all night. I mean, we could. We do it on Wednesdays, but but I figured if you want to stop the recording, Jen, we can do questions.
Yep, I'm gonna stop the recording. So thank you everybody for joining. I need to put my glasses on because I cannot see. All right. Thank you everybody, and